If you haven't tried this version of cheesy potatoes before, then my friends, you may be missing out on one of life's great side dishes. For this easy recipe, you take parboiled potatoes, bake them in a hot oven, then add just enough cream, herbs and shavings of cheese to elevate this dish from humble to extraordinary. It's a real crowd pleaser and super versatile. This is my take on the recipe, so let's get into it. First off, potato choice is quite important. Potatoes are generally broken down into two groups, waxy and floury. We want a waxy variety for this dish as they hold their shape better when cooked. Most supermarkets will stock varieties such as new potatoes, Charlotte and Anya, which will work fine for this dish. The floury potatoes, your Maris Pipers, King Edwards and Roosters are better saved for your mash, chips and your roast potatoes. If you're not sure how many you'll need, put them into your chosen oven-proof dish before cutting them up. 200 grams per person is a good size portion. Cut up the bigger ones and leave the smaller ones whole, roughly the same size though, so they cook evenly. Okay, add the potatoes to your saucepan, top up with cold water and then add a lid. Ideally one that fits properly, unlike my one. While our potatoes are gently cooking away, we can get our other prep ready. Chop a clove of garlic. I prefer it quite coarse, but however you like. Pick some thyme leaves. You could also use rosemary or maybe tarragon. Chop a few chives. These will add a little oniony zinginess to the dish. Okay, time to test the potatoes. You should be able to pierce them with a knife without resistance, and they should fall off the knife back into the water quite easily. Test a few to be sure. Drain the potatoes and allow them to dry off a little so we can get rid of any surface moisture. This will stop the potatoes from crisping up as much. Whilst those are drying off, let's preheat our oven to 210 centigrade or about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. In a bowl, add your potatoes, garlic and herbs. To this, we can add a couple of good chef's pinches of salt and some ground black pepper. After that, a good glug of olive or vegetable oil. Stir and shake well. We can now add this to a suitably sized oven-proof dish or tray, whatever you have available. Let's bake these in the top shelf of the oven for about 30 minutes. Now it's time for the cheese. Grate both cheeses on a fine grater size. Two types, Parmesan and cheddar. Cheddar for the melt and Parmesan for the crispy tang. Season the cream. I'm using creme fraiche here as I like the extra acidity. Double or whipping cream will also work well. 30 minutes is up, so let's grab out those potatoes. They are banging, exactly how we want them. Drop the seasoned cream into the gap between the spuds. This will make a lovely cheesy sauce on the bottom of the pan. You don't need too much, maybe 2 tablespoons. You don't want to drown it. What you'll find is it mixes really, really nicely with the garlic under those potatoes. You get the most amazing sauce. Add the cheddar and Parmesan to the top of the potatoes. Bake for a further 8 to 10 minutes or until the cheese is melted and crispy. What we're looking for when this is finished is the beautiful cheddar melted right into that cream and lovely crispy Parmesan on top of those spuds. Okay, so there we have it, a restaurant quality side dish that was really easy to make and didn't cost the earth either. These cheesy spuds lend themselves to be served with many different types of dishes, but I think they go particularly well with lamb or maybe a nice pink bit of beef. You could even have them just on their own with a fresh crispy salad. If the sun's out, these would finish really nicely on a smoky barbecue. It would be great next to some juicy brisket or a really slow-cooked sausage. As I say, versatile, quick and really easy. I remember the first time I tried a similar dish in a restaurant here in the UK. It tasted so damn good I just had to do my own version. There's been no complaints from my friends and family, so I think it's been a success.
Jesus Christ, that's good.
Easy, cheesy potatoes. Let me know how you get on if you try them for yourself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, why not like and subscribe?